Namaste, good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, or good evening. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today on this webinar to hear a little bit more about Shakti at Home, my upcoming online 12-week program. I'm so absolutely honored that you're here, and I'm also unbelievably excited to share with you about this program because it really is about the last 30 years of my life and what I've been doing and what I've been teaching as a yoga and meditation teacher and a wellness warrior. And I really feel that it has the possibility to bring such incredible transformation to us as individuals so that we can be part of the greater transformation that is needed in the world at this time. So if wherever you are joining us from around the world, and I'd love you to just share in the chat here your name and where you're from, just so that we can welcome you and we can just have a sense of what an incredible global community this is. And I'm just excited to have you. So this is what we're going to do today. And I am going to pray for good internet. I'm actually not in Jamaica right now, which is where I'm from, which if you don't know me, I'll give you a little bit of history. But I'm in Miami, and when I had this webinar a few days ago, the internet went out twice. So I'm like, that only happens in Jamaica, not in the first world. So let's pray that we have good internet and we can continue. So this webinar will be about 45 minutes. I'm going to leave a little time at the end for question and answers. So anything that comes up when I'm talking, so normally when I talk, I kind of get into a flow. So as I'm speaking, if there are any questions, anything at all, and there's no question that is unnecessary, okay? Everyone always learns from each other's questions. Anything that comes up, there is a ask a question button right down below here. So just type it in there, say your name and type it in. And I will get to that at the end. If there's any burning questions that you have right now that you want me to address in my talk, then you could just put them right up right now. And so what we'll do is I'll introduce myself because some of you know me, some of you have just kind of wandered in here through a friend or from Instagram or Facebook. So I'll talk a little bit about who I am and why I'm here. And then I want to talk about this program in depth. I want to talk about why I created this program and then a little bit more about the format and the structure of the program. And then please do try to stay at the end. There will be a little bonus for anybody that stays to the end. And then we'll leave time for question and answers. So let me see who is here. Nikki from Kingston. Welcome, my Nikki. Hello, my Chevy. You're on twice. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, my beautiful karmic partner, Audra, is here. This is so wonderful, Audra. Welcome. Thank you for being here. You're such an amazing partner. And Rebecca is here. Rebecca is going to be on my program, the Yin Yoga instructor. So when I get more into about the nuts and bolts about this incredibly rich program, part of it is 5 classes a week. And I am so privileged to have my soul sister and yoga teacher. She's the person that I go to for my Yin Yoga classes, who will be a regular weekly teacher on this event. So goosebumps all around for all the amazing people that are here. Oh my God. All right. So first thing we're going to do is center ourselves. All right. Before we begin. Actually, let me tell you a little bit more about myself, just in case you popped in and don't know me. Then we're going to do a future self meditation. So Chevy and Audra, who are on here, this is so amazing that you're here. They are also with me in a group led by the most incredible human, Peter Opperman, who teaches a methodology called Future Self Meditation. And I have been a meditator now for 4 years. And I've been a yoga teacher for 30 years. And I could have called myself a meditation teacher and sort of gotten away with it over these years, but I couldn't honestly, from the bottom of my heart, call myself a meditator since the last 4 years. But in the last year that I have been practicing something called the future self meditation, which I'm going to share with you today as part of our little opening, has radically changed my life. In fact, I'll explain a bit more, but I'm actually living my future self right now on this webinar talking about this program, because this is a program that I envisioned, that I meditated on, that I took little inspired actions every day towards putting together for you guys. And it's just amazing to know that I've arrived in my body of my future self right now. So I will talk about that a little bit more and explain it. But so happy to see my fellow future self meditators here as well. And they can also back me up and tell you guys how incredible this program is. Also, there's ability here in Crowdcast for me to bring you up on screen. So at the end as well, if anybody wants to share, just put it in the chat and I can bring you up on screen to share. All right, so let's begin. Let's begin. Oh, thank you, Audra. Thank you. So a little bit about me in case you have just popped in here unannounced and don't know me from Adam, as we say. My name is Sharon Fiani. I am from Kingston, Jamaica. Right now I'm in an apartment in Miami, Florida. I brought my kids up before school starts on Monday to visit their grandma, who is 89 and just had her birthday. So it was very scary getting on a plane. It's very strange to be here with masks on everywhere, and it's just a weird time. But you know, we have got to adapt that things are going to be like this for a while, for a long time. And the quicker we pivot, the quicker we adapt, the easier it will be to just lead a normal life, okay? So yes, I'm here in Miami, Florida, but I am based in Jamaica. I have been a yoga teacher for 30 years here in Jamaica and across, leading retreats internationally across the world. I owned a yoga studio called SHAKTI Mind Body Fitness for 14 years. It was the love of my life. And the name of this new program is called SHAKTI At Home. Really what I'm doing is recreating that beautiful vortex, that spiritual center in Kingston that I had to close 10 years ago, and that still people cry about it. I'm creating this in an online virtual space. I'm also the author of the Live Fit Kitchen Cookbook, which is on Amazon. And it is a beautiful, beautiful book that contains over 100 delicious, what I call high vitality recipes based on my detox and cleanse programs that I have been doing for the last 10 years. I am also a wife to a beautiful man called Nicky Fiani, my second husband. And mother to 3 amazing children, Toby, who is 21, Elias, who is 15, and Noah, who is 12, and I have all 3 children on online school at home. So it's intense times, guys, the most intense of all of our lives, literally, and for the lives of everyone that I know. It's been amazing to me to come to Miami and see my extended family here, my husband's family. Most of them, he's one of 6 kids. So most of my in-laws live here and haven't seen them in 8 months, 6 or 8 months. And, you know, between you and me, to see the ravages on their bodies, on their minds, on their souls over these last 8 months, to come in and see the effects that this pandemic has had on them. You know, it's quite shocking to see how much they have changed physically and mentally. And there are many of my beautiful family that are really like gone into deep depression, and there's a lot of stuff going on here, and it's worldwide. I don't think there's any person that we speak to right now, including you and me, that's not going through radical challenges. And so it's calling us for radical transformation and radical changes in the way that we look at life. So let's do this. We're going to begin with about a 10 to 15 minute future self meditation. So I had the blessing from Peter Opperman to share this methodology with you because it is so beautifully powerful. You see, if you're not a meditator, meditation can be so difficult. It is so hard to just still our minds and be present in the moment. So what future self meditation does is it gets you to the space through your breath and through guidance to a place where you're present in the moment in your physical body. And then it invites you to envision a future self, somebody that you aspire to be. Not just in obviously your physical look, but the energy of yourself, the way that you're showing up in the world. And it invites you to use that as a daily practice to keep in your mind this transcended version of yourself, so that whenever you find yourself not in an elevated state of consciousness, when you find yourself in a stressful situation, when you find yourself challenged by a loved one or a child, or just the overwhelm of the times that we are in, that you're able to drop into that vision of your future self and immediately, within seconds, to embody her. Let's just call her her, since I think most people on now are female today. We embody her right away and are able to take ourselves out of that diminished, lower state of being into a more elevated state. And therefore, we're just easier to be around and to stay focused on what it is that we want to accomplish in our life. So super, super powerful. So if you'd like, and I just ask you to be open, join me on this little journey that we will take together to our future selves. So if you're sitting in a chair like me, please uncross your legs and just make sure your feet are rooted and planted down in the ground. It's even nice if you can take your shoes off and then kind of scoot back so your lower back is pressed into the chair or in your bed or wherever you are. Most important is that your spine is tall. Good, and your shoulders are relaxed. I'm going to guide you into that state of becoming present with your breath, with your body, and then we'll move into the future self, okay? So let's begin by bringing our hands together. There is a connection with the hands to the brain. So every time that you bring your hands together and do anything, whether it's mudra or clapping or anything or shaking your hands, there is a signal that goes to your brain for your brain and your body to connect. So right now we're using this action to connect our minds to our bodies. Keep it going. But as you speed this up now, you notice that your breath deepens. So right away, you're starting to make this mind-body-breath connection. And it's a mind-body-breath connection that brings you into the present moment. So can you close your eyes? Keep rubbing your hands. Attune to your breath. So start to notice the breath coming in and out of your body. Try to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Feel the warmth in your hands. Really start to feel this mind-body connection. Now speed it up so your hands get super hot. Speed it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then please bring your right hand to your heart. Your left hand above your right hand. Close your eyes. Relax. Take a deep breath in. And open your mouth and just sigh it out. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in. You can be as loud as you want. 1 more time. Just let your body relax. Starting with your feet, just feel your feet growing little roots and rooting you down into the earth. Draw that awareness up through the ankles, into the knees, and into the thighs. And then just visualize your sitting bones, those little bones that are your little feet when you're sitting. Feel them growing little roots, spreading wide and rooting the base of your body down into the earth. And with your hands on your heart and your awareness on your breath, draw that awareness into your spine. Just feel your spine moving in and up your body. The crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling and beyond the confines of the ceiling of wherever you are into the vast blue sky above. If there's any holding of tension in your face or around your eyes or cheeks or lips or jaw, just let that relax, let it drop. In fact, allow the top row of teeth to separate from the bottom row of teeth and your lips to just slightly part open. And feel how that sends an energetic wave of relaxation down into your throat, to your heart, and to your belly. Really let your tummy soften and release any gripping. And let's begin with 5 slow, deep breaths. We're going to count the breath, breathing in for a count of 4, holding the breath in our heart for a count of 4, breathing out for a count of 4, and just holding an empty space for a count of 4. I just want to invite you, when you breathe in, to think about the breath coming through the top of the head, through the what we call the Guru Shakti, the divine center, through the crown of the head into your heart. And as you breathe out, let any fear, anxiety, negativity, distraction descend from the heart and leave out through the base of your spine. Good, so let's begin. Awareness at the top of the head. Take a deep breath in, drawing the breath in from the crown of the head into your heart. Hold the breath. Just feel the fullness in your heart. And as you exhale, let the breath descend from your heart down through the spine to your tailbone, emptying the body of breath. Holding the breath out for a second just to feel your emptiness. And then repeat, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, holding the breath in the fullness of your heart, 3, 4, exhaling, 2, 3, 4, holding the breath out, feeling your emptiness, 3, 4, breathing in, just drawing in love and light from the top of your head into your heart, holding it there, just feeling love and light expanding your heart. Exhaling, taking away any stress, fear, anxiety, negativity, distraction. Holding the breath out, just feeling that empty space. And 2 more times, breathing in love and light from the top of your head into your heart, holding it there like a dear friend. Exhaling stress, fear, anxiety, expectation, just let it all go, empty. And 1 more time, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, holding the breath, 2, 3, 4, exhaling slowly through both nostrils, 3, 4, holding the breath out, 2, 3, 4, and then inhaling deeply, and as you're exhaling, keeping the eyes closed, just let your hands come onto your lap, palms facing up. Allowing your breath to return to normal, just feeling more in your body, more present right now in your soul. And I'd like you to visualize that you are on a busy, crazy highway. When I think about that, I think about the first time I had to get in a rent-a-car in Los Angeles in the middle of the night, flying from Jamaica on a red-eye flight that got me there in the middle of the night. And this is before Waze and Google Maps or even maybe cell phones, and having to get in a car by myself and navigate my way from LAX airport to a friend's house, and I found myself on like the autobahn, like a 6-lane highway in the middle of the night with the fastest cars I'd ever been, and I actually got into a panic attack, a literal first ever full-blown panic attack where I had to pull off the side of the road. Police stopped and they escorted me home. I was that bad. I want you to visualize that you're on one of those kind of highways, which is kind of like the way that life is right now, just everything coming at us from all directions. So visualize yourself on a busy, busy, crazy road right now. And as you drive down this road, heart beating, you notice up ahead a sign that says detour. And you decide that no matter what, you're going to take that detour. You're going to get off this road. No matter if somebody says you need to get to this destination, you're going to take this detour and just follow a different path right now. You come off the highway and you follow the signs to this detour. And this detour takes you into a kind of country road that is equally as nerve-wracking because there are potholes and there are cows and there's bumps in the road, but you decide that it's a lot better than that crazy highway with lights flashing at you and cars passing and your heart racing. And you feel like you have just come off the craziness and you're a little bit more in nature and a little bit more in a place that you can navigate. The car slows down to navigate the bumps in the road. And the road narrows and becomes more like a dirt track. And with every turn that you make in your car, the beauty becomes more visible. Your heart rate has come down and you are feeling a little bit more relaxed, and you're beginning to look around you and see the nature and the beautiful trees. And you notice that the road narrows and it's starting to lead you to a beach, to a dirt path that your car still can navigate. And at the end of this path, you see the turquoise blue of the most beautiful beach you've ever seen in your life. And you keep driving towards that beach. All of a sudden, you're there in this cove, the most magical and serene cove with the most crystal clear turquoise water you've ever seen. The beach is white and sandy and soft. The sun is shining. You look around, there's no one there, but there's a sense of being safe and protected, and that there are beings all around you just encouraging you to come out your car and to just sit for a moment under a sea grape tree that is growing right next to the beach and just shading this beautiful little spot. You walk over to this sea grape tree. You drop your bags and you sit down in a cross-legged seat. And you decide to just be here for a moment, to take in the beauty all around you, to allow your heart rate to drop to normal, to soften the tension that was in your body from that crazy highway, and to rest in the arms of Mother Nature. You're beginning to hear the sounds around you now, the waves gently lapping at the shore, the seagulls as they pass by in the sky. The splash of the pelicans as they dive into the water. The gentle breeze. And then as you move from hearing all these beautiful sounds, you begin to notice your skin and how delicious it feels to feel the infrared sunlight, that healing light of the sun on your skin, just warming you up. Feeling the skin on your face and your chest, on the nape of your neck, on your feet. Noticing that sensation of this outer sheath of your soul, your physical body. Your skin is simply what holds your body together. It is what keeps your soul intact in this temporary vehicle. And all of a sudden you find yourself in a space of just being okay with life as it is in this moment. In the support of Mother Earth below you, the protective gaze of Father Sky above you, the cleansing water around you. And here you start to feel that there is someone else sitting next to you. Your eyes are closed, but you're feeling the presence of another being, a warm, loving presence of another being. And as you open your eyes, you look and there is a mirror image of you sitting next to you. Your future self has arrived. As you look at her and notice her features, what she's wearing, you notice that she is you, but there is a you with a possibility, a you with a new sense of confidence, a you with your ideal physical shape, a you with that soft smile on your face, a you with less tension around your eyes. And as you feel into her energy, you feel into a you that is calm, that is in a place of loving acceptance for life as it is showing up right now, no matter what is going on or how upending it is or how crazy it's been. That future self version of you is a beacon of light and loving acceptance and peace and calm and joy. And as you feel into her energy, you feel that she is vibrating from a place of radical health, radical well-being. Not just of the physical body, but a radical well-being of the mind, a mind that is focused, a mind that is clear, a mind that is non-judgmental, a mind that is inclusive and compassionate, a mind that knows that you are simply a spiritual being having a human experience and being tested to the fullest limits right now. And that you are here showing up to take that test. and that you are absolutely ready for whatever the universe puts down in front of you. You reach your hands out to the hands of your future self, both hands. And as you feel each other's energy, just allow your energy and the energy of your future self to merge. In fact, hug your future self, break your hands free, and just pull her in with the biggest, sweetest hug. The hug that you want to hug every human being right now that you love, but you have to keep your distance. Pull your future self in and hug her and pull her into your heart and pull her into every cell of your being. That beautiful goddess, that calm, loving, self-accepting, non-judgmental, healthy, strong, shining, glowing, joyful being. Pull her into you. Breathe with her. As you breathe together, just feel as you both inhale that you're just sinking your hearts. And as you both exhale, you're letting go anything that no longer serves you, from embracing this possibility of being this beautiful, joyful, healthy, vibrant, energized, purposeful, loving, accepting, grounded goddess. Just breathe that in. A couple more breaths. One more big breath in. Exhale it out. And as you slowly, slowly move away from that beautiful hug and just gaze again at each other's eyes, let your future self know that you're coming back to this beach, this secret, sacred place again. You're going to come back and meet her here again, today, tomorrow, the next day. Ask her to remind you to come back to this beautiful space. And let your hands now just come together in prayer. Taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just bowing in to your future self, dropping chin to chest, head to heart. And as you inhale, let your head rise and your eyes open. Namaste, my beautiful beings. Namaste to your future selves. Namaste to all the possibilities that you saw. And I hope that you can keep that vision in your mind. So as you go about this day, just practice that if you come upon a situation that takes you out of that state that you're feeling right now, and if anybody wants to share how they feel, I would love that. How do you feel from that little meditation, from coming out of, or however you came into this webinar this morning? How do you feel now? And so if you can use that visualization as you go about today, just pop into just sitting right on that beach, feeling the presence of your future self, embracing what she looks like, what she feels like, what's in her heart, and see if you're able to immediately transcend whatever state you have descended in and come back into that elevated state of consciousness. So I'd love to hear from you if you had. Just put in the chat like how that made you feel, if you felt a difference in your energy or your cellular level or anything like that. So keeping mindful of the time. Shakti at Home. So Shakti at Home was born out of COVID. And I know I will look back at this program and say, thank God for this crisis, for this time that led me to putting this program together. When COVID hit back in March, and I remember the day in Jamaica that it came real for us was March 13th. I was actually on a sabbatical. I had actually just moved back from Montego Bay, where I had been living, which is on the other side of the island. I had been living for 10 years. Back to Kingston, and I decided I was not going to run any programs. I was not going to do my retreat or my online program or teach any classes for 6 months. I was going to use the first 6 months of 2020 to organize my new home, to get my kids established at school, and to sort of take care of other things, get my home rented in Montego Bay, and kind of get grounded again, moving back to a new city. I wanted some time to focus on just the small nucleus of my life, my family. And then COVID hit, and the panic and the fear and just seeing this thing spread across the globe, and knowing, seeing just what was happening. And I just knew I had to do something as a yoga instructor. And now at this point, I'm now a meditation teacher. What could I do to help the world? What could I do? What could I do? The only thing I could do from the confines of my home was to pop up this laptop and just start teaching breathing. So I started just teaching breathing exercises because this thing was affecting our lungs, our capacity to breathe. So I just started teaching people how to breathe. And then I started teaching yoga, and then I started teaching meditation. These are all free classes. And, sometimes I'd look at Crowdcast and there would be 300 or 400 people on this call, and I'd be looking like, my God, what would that look like if there were 300 or 400 people in my bedroom right now, and just being able, I never ever knew that being in a virtual community could have such beautiful effects on people. And these little pop-up classes were helping so many people. And so that continued through the month of March and the month of April, and then in May, I started to monetize it a little bit, nominal charge to do what I was doing. I had so much behind me that I had to hire somebody to help me do the whole back end of this, because I'm the worst technology person. So I had to hire someone. And so all of that was going on. And then in that, during the month of May, we did deeper dives into learning more about meditation. We did deeper dives learning more about nutrition based on my cookbook. We did, then in the month of June, we did my Shakti Activation 21-day yoga detox and self-care program, which again, hundreds of people joined. This was a paid program. And we did 21 days of no sugar, no alcohol, no wheat, no dairy, no acidic producing foods, no processed foods. And we got in and we learned how to create high vitality foods for ourselves and how to meal prep. And we practiced yoga. We did a yoga 7 days of going through each chakra, cleansing and clearing through yoga, and various other programs that have just evolved. And then I took a break in August. And I can tell you that taking that break, I took that break because I was trying to figure out how to get my son to school in Canada, which he still hasn't been able to get there. And so I wasn't teaching for the whole month of August. I wasn't in that structure and that routine. And I really took a step back to decide what was going to be next. When I started back here in September, what was going to be next for my online community? Because the reality is right now, for me in Jamaica anyway, there's only an online possibility. One day I hope that will change. My dream is to open my little yoga studio or have more an expanded retreat space one day, but that's not the reality right now. And the divine download that came was that you have 3 months left of this year, which can possibly turn out to be remembered by you as the worst freaking year of your life, or the year of the most radical transformation and the most incredible year of your life. And that if I could offer my community a 3 month program or 12-week program that could help them to make this year, as they look back and reflect on this year, the freaking most incredible year of their life, then that's what I wanted to do. And so I curated, I prayed, I meditated, I envisioned with my help of my future self accountability partners like Audra and Grace before that, to come up with a program that would help to serve you to navigate these unprecedented times, but serve you on the level of body, mind, and soul. And so this program that I've designed, and I've made some post-it notes for myself up here so that I can stay on track, because I don't like to have a PowerPoint when I'm doing these webinars. I want to be as authentic and as real as I can. This program is designed for you is if at the beginning of the year you are rocking it, you had a great exercise routine, you were eating healthy, you were feeling good about your body, but this COVID just has derailed you. You're completely off your exercise routine. Netflix is your new best friend. Your eating has gone out the window and you're just having a really hard time getting back on track. Maybe you've gained the dreaded COVID 15 pounds, and there are jokes out there that it's a COVID 50, not 15. And you don't feel good in your body right now. You're sitting right here and your jeans don't fit good. You're just not feeling good about your body. Your self-confidence is at an all-time low. Then this program is for you. And I wrote them up here, my little post-it notes. If you have over these last few weeks and months, and I know I'm definitely one of them, who have gotten into some new little bad habits, like that glass of wine every night that you just seem to can't do without. And you know that every bad habit always has a best friend, right? So the glass of wine with a piece of cheese that you're having every night, that's my new bad habit. That you just know it's not a terrible thing, but you don't want that anymore in your life because maybe you don't wake up feeling as fresh as you want to, okay? Or maybe it's that sugar habit, or maybe it's a Netflix habit, or maybe it's some other habit that nobody in your life knows about, but you've gotten into it behind the scenes, secretly in your heart. You know it's not right. Don't feel like you're alone in this. There's so many of us right now that are becoming addicted or dependent on other things. And you need help, you need support, because you know you can feel it. Your body is in toxic overload. You can feel it in your digestive system. You can feel it in your joints. You can feel it in your skin. You can feel it in how you look in the mirror. You can feel it in the lack of being able to fall asleep peacefully at night. You are feeling in toxic overload, but you don't know what that really means or what to do about it. Then this program is for you. This is me. If you're feeling that the lovely structure that you created for your life, your kids went off to school in the day, you got what you needed to do done, you were a nice, lovely, present mom when they came home, and dinner was on the table, and all of a sudden, you're in February or March, you're thrown into your kids being at home. I have 3 that came home, 21-year-old, 15-year-old, and 12-year-old, all online. Teachers couldn't even figure out the online thing, much less my kids, much less me being a parent. The time for myself was just like out the window. I was catching snippets of time to work, feeling in my life. If you're feeling that, and if you're going into that with your kids, my kids start school next week, all at home, if you're feeling that, lack of structure, routine, just organization in your life, this program is for you. I'm so looking forward to that. Oh my God, structure. If you are always, if your diet is, you know that you could do better in your diet, you know you want to move to more of a plant-based diet, and I'm not talking about being vegan or vegetarian. While I think that is an amazing thing to aspire to, it's not what I teach. But I do teach about becoming more plant-based and learning how to love being more plant-based by inspiring you with delicious, easy to make recipes based on food from the earth. If you're wanting to know and learn more about eating a more plant-based diet, this program is definitely for you. This is all that I teach and talk about in my programs throughout all the years. And I think this one is the biggest one for all of us. If you are overwhelmed by the enormity of what's going on, if you are under just stress, that heaviness, that weightiness of stress on your psyche, on your brain, on your shoulders, on your body, you feel it pulling you down. If even more than stress, you're feeling depressed, you are uncontrollably crying. Like one of my close family here, I haven't seen in one of the most just fun, joyful people. Just this has just gotten to her. She's uncontrollably crying. I have my breakdowns all the time, and I know you do too. But if it's gone over to the other side where you just don't even want to get out of bed anymore, or you're getting those anxiety attacks or panic attacks where your heart is racing, 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 or even just terror of what if, what's going to happen, what if I get it, or if you've lost your job, your finances are so insecure right now, have older family members who are exposed, or you have children who are exposed. I mean, just being here in Miami, I've been around people who just got exposed in this week. I mean, it's terrifying to be alive right now. So if you're feeling that terror, that anxiety, that negativity, that sadness, that depression, that fear, this program is designed to turn that around. My crab toe writing. If you know that meditation is important, and I think we all know by now, I think science has shown us, research has shown us, the world has shown us that meditation is actually a scientifically proven method to combat the fear, anxiety, negativity, stress, and to create a more healthy body, more healthy relationships, more healthy mind. But you struggle with meditation, you just have never done it, you can't do it, it's not a daily practice, you've tried, it's not for you, your mind, you cannot shut down this crazy mind, then I'm going to teach you how to do it in this program, because I was a person, even though with my incredible background of being a yoga teacher, certified yoga teacher since 1995, teaching yoga 5 years, from 30 years. It took me 25 years almost before I could actually get to the point of being a true, honest meditator. And since I have become a meditator, life has 100% changed. Every single aspect of my life. I would never be sitting here today sharing this program with you if I didn't have that ability to come out of this, the fear, who am I to teach this, the self-doubt that anybody needs this, the stupid things in your head that you have, and come into your heart and really, really know who you are. If I didn't have this tool, I wouldn't be here today. So if this is something you're seeking, this program is definitely for you. If you are one of those people, and I ever wait for this to be over. I can't wait for things to go back to normal. I can't wait to get back to my gym and back to my yoga studio and my spinning studio and my workout buddies and my parties and my social life. If you're one of those people, we all are, right? I just hate to break it to you, but please stop the waiting. And please know that we've got to accept this moment right now for what it is, with loving awareness and loving kindness, and move forward and adopt a new normal way of being, because the going back to the way things were is just not happening. And yes, I never envisioned that an online community would be my new reality, and that my friends and my social life now are all based online. The people that I learn from are based online. The people that I connect with, the people that I'm forming bonds with, are all on an online format. And yes, it is possible. And yes, the human touch, nothing can replace that. But this is what we have right now. And so the quicker we adapt, the quicker we accept, the quicker we pivot into this new reality, the easier we'll be able to ride this wave. And if you know that what is going on right now has a higher meaning and a higher purpose beyond this virus that was created in China, if you know that this, whatever we want to call this pandemic, whatever, how we can label it, it's so indescribable, and the effects it has had on every single human being are so indescribable. But if you know that there's a higher reason, a higher purpose why this is happening right now, and that this is all about radical transformation, not just for ourselves, but as a planet, as a society, the transformation from the I society to a we society, to a collective, inclusive, diversified society that wants to be the change in the world. If you know this and just don't really know how to get into that groove of really tapping into this possibility that yes, we can be the change we want to be in the world, then this program is all about that. It's all about understanding that all of what's happening is happening for a higher purpose, and that we will get through it, and that we will be part of the change that we want to see in the world, that the earth has been begging for the last 50, 60 years. We are now entering, my friends, a new era. Just as we entered, the Industrial Revolution, just as we entered the computer revolution, we are now entering maybe what the yogis have called the Aquarian age. I don't know what it is, but we are now entering into a new age of being. I would like to say it's a spiritual age, a spiritual revolution, where we connect with each other this way, not from what we look like outside, but from the heart. And this program is all about that. I see people commenting. I soon put my glasses on. So if you're ready to meet your life as it is now, if you're feeling fat, unhealthy, unfit, toxic, crazy pants, depressed, sad, disconnected, lonely, can you just be okay with that right now? This is what I teach in my classes, my yoga. Can you just meet yourself where you are today in this moment with loving, radical acceptance? And from this space of loving yourself so much, moving towards little tiny steps every day towards transformation. If that's what you want, this program is for you. And last but not least, if you're looking, and this is hard, if you're looking for a safe, sacred, non-judgmental, diversified, global community of like-minded souls, and I believe this program is all for women. Like, I will never turn a man away, but I really feel this is a time that women are going to change the world. We can see it in our leaders. This program is, or this community is, the most loving, supportive, safe, and sacred place. And this is exactly the type of community. When I owned my yoga studio, I have a video I wish I could just pop up and share that I wrote, that I did, when I was closing my studio with tears running down my face. And I said, the thing about that beautiful scent, and any of you that know Shakti, you can comment here if you knew or were a part of Shakti Mind Body Fitness in Kingston, Jamaica for the 14 years that we were open. You know that it was a place that no matter who you were, when you walked through that door, you were greeted from the heart. You were loved. It didn't matter if you're uptown or downtown, if you were black or you were white, if you're rich or you're poor, if you're fat or you're thin. Whoever you were was just embraced and brought into that vortex in that little tiny space on 5 Bedford Park Avenue in Kingston, Jamaica. And that is what I'm creating in this Shakti at Home community. So my friend, this is a big why I created this program. Very quickly, I'm going to put my glasses on, and just look at the comments. If you have any questions, put them in, and then I'm going to just quickly touch on the nuts and the bolts, how this program is going to work. And then I'm going to have to hop off give me 1 second. I'm going to have to hop off in 5 minutes because I have to go on an online meeting for my kids' school. So just give me 1 second, please. I'll be right back. Let me just line that up. Get ready for your I'll be there in 5 minutes. Juggle, juggle, juggle. Juggle, juggle, juggle. All right, so very quickly, glasses on. Let me check because Nikki's typing a whole heap of numbers. Okay. Gina, feel calm and energized. Yes, Chevy. Meant to say Gina from Scotland. Oh, how lovely. Nikki, don't worry about the numbers. Maybe those are all magical numbers. All right. So nuts and bolts about this program. The program is 12 weeks. It officially starts on September 18th with a webinar that really goes into in-depth where you'll have all the information that you need. It's completely online. It starts on September 18th with the webinar, but Monday, September 21st is when we begin our classes. So the program has 3 phases, and I have called these 3 phases Earth, Water, and Fire. In the first month, Earth, we're going to be grounding down. We're going to a lot of us have used the month of August or this summer. Maybe you've been on my online programs and doing my classes all along since COVID. And then when I took a break in August, everything kind of got off schedule. Normally happens when your exercise goes off, your eating goes off, or your routine goes off. So we start back on Monday with the classes. We start back on Monday in Earth, Monday the 21st, grounding down back into a routine of healthy eating, of classes, and I'm going to talk specifically because what we're offering you in these classes, you're not going to find anywhere else on earth. I promise you that. And we're going to start not leaning in, but committing to a meditation, a daily meditation and journaling practice. My friends, if I did not have, through my Future Self group, my daily meditation practice and my journaling practice, this is my COVID journal. I had not journaled since I was in my teens. But just the ability to write my thoughts for 5 minutes every day has got me through this time. More than anything, this is something we're going to commit to a 20-minute practice every day of meditating. I will be giving you guided, recorded meditations that you listen to, whether it's first thing when you wake up or last thing before bed, and a little journaling prompt for you to just write and journal and just have your feelings out of here and into reality, into paper. So the first month is grounding into your meditation and journaling practice, your fitness exercise practice, and leaning in to a more plant-based diet. So if your diet has kind of gotten off the rails over this summer, we're going to lean in to what I call my rule, called the 80-10-10 rule, 80% of the time. So 80% of your diet is just super healthy, but there's still a nice 20% wiggle room to just live life and enjoy life. That's going to be the first month. These classes that are included in this program are going to be phenomenal. Classes are 5 days a week. Monday at 6 a.m. I'll be starting your Monday, never miss a Monday, with a Live Fit yoga class, Live Fit HIT yoga class. So Live Fit HIT is a class that I've designed that is so much fun, and it's a combination of Kundalini yoga, the most ancient form of yoga, and HIT, high intensity interval training. We do about 40 minutes of HIT and the rest is yoga. And it is designed to just pull your energy up, to shoot your metabolism up, to detoxify your body, to get your heart rate going, to burn fat, and to just really start your day right. So that's on a Monday. On a Tuesday, I will be teaching. Yes? Yes?
Another link again.
What?
Link.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Bear with me, please. I've got 2 kids going online. Just bear with me. Almost there. Last meeting. One second. Yep. Breathe. I can do this. I can be there for my kids and show up for you guys. Person. Okay. Okay, sent it. Not only do I have 3 kids at home, but a hubby too. I tell you, it's a challenge. So Tuesdays will be yoga and meditation. I'm not sure if that will be at 6 a.m. I still want to feel out the group and what are the best times, but Monday definitely at 6. There's nothing better than waking up and getting your exercise done first thing in the morning. I want you to learn that. Wednesday, I am so excited about Trudy Morris, who was my fitness instructor when I lived in Montego Bay. She's a strength trainer, a weight trainer. She is responsible for these muscles. She is an amazing being, and she will be teaching the strength aspect of this program on a Wednesday and a Friday morning. I believe the time is going to be 9 a.m. So remember, these classes are all recorded on Crowdcast. I don't have to send you a replay link. You just simply click on the link. And if you can't make 9 o'clock, it's recorded. And remember, all these classes through the 12 weeks are there for you at any time to go back to. So on a Wednesday with Trudy Booty, as she's called, we're going to focus on lower body, so legs, butt, and core. And on a Friday, we're going to focus on upper body, back, and core. So Trudy is amazing, and if you're ready to get the strongest that you've ever been, to really start to shred some weight and to start to see some muscles pop in your body, this is it. Weight training, my friends, is so important. I did not discover weight training till I was 40 years old. And I'll tell you that story another time, but it has been it's 2 days a week for me, but it is something I commit to. I don't love it with all my heart, but I've made myself love it. And truly is the best of the best. Then I'm so excited because Rebecca is on here right now. But on Thursday evening, my beautiful friend Rebecca from Mexico, who lives in Montego Bay, who took over all my yoga classes when I left Montego Bay and moved back to Kingston, who is now the official teacher at the Body Shop where I used to teach yoga there, and who is such a beautiful being and light in the world, will be teaching yin restorative yoga on a Thursday night. So Thursday could be sort of a rest day for you. I still would love you to get up and go for a walk, or use Thursday as your self-care day, or spend time in nature, or go to the beach, or be outside more than an inside class. And then you get to end your day with Rebecca, and you're going to have the best sleep in the world, and the most, if your muscles are sore, restorative yoga will help you recover and you'll become more flexible. But it is just an incredible tool to help you to restore your body on a cellular level. And we will tell you more about that as we come. And then on a Friday, you meet back again with me. So on a Friday, you meet back again with Trudy Booty for your strength class. So they're 5 days a week. So any one of those classes that you want to repeat on the weekend. So let's say you wake up on Sunday morning and say, I could really do a yoga class. You will have a recorded yoga class that you can do again on Sunday. So this is an amazing offering. These teachers I have handpicked. They're the best of the best that I know. And having owned a gym and yoga studio for 14 years, I know good teachers and teachers that teach with soul and heart and purpose and passion. And I'm so excited to have these two ladies part of this beautiful offering. So that's month 1, grounding. Month 2 is going to be the water element, cleansing. We are going to be using this month to clear our bodies of toxins. So we're going to be actually doing my Shakti Activation 21-day yoga detox self-care program. We're going to be coming off of sugar, alcohol, wheat, dairy, processed foods. We're going to learn how to infuse. So it's going to be a lot of learning about meal prep, a lot of learning about plant-based foods, a lot of support around really detoxing your body and just giving your whole system a break. Not that sugar, alcohol, wheat, dairy are bad for you every once in a while, but the cumulative effect of these things over time, along with the additional toxic overload of the world that we're living in, it is so vital important to detox your body often. And so you will be part of my 21-day detox program. 7 of those days we do a particular series of yoga classes used to clear and cleanse each one of our chakras or energy systems in the body. And of course, more on that later. And then in the last month, we'll move into the element of fire. So feeling grounded and feeling cleansed. Now is really where you step into your power. You're feeling good. You're going to feel like you again. You're going to feel full of energy and vitality. You're going to feel that change in your body. It does take time to really feel that change in your body. This is not a quick fix program. It's not an overnight thing. It's not a pill that you pop, right? This is lifestyle habits that are going to serve you for life. And in that month, we're going to do a beautiful program that I offer called Reflect, Release, and Reinvent, where we reflect on this year gone, the lessons learned, the things we can celebrate. We release what's no longer serving you. And then we reinvent ourselves. How are we going to move into 2020? What is that going to look like? So it's a really powerful program, and all of that is included so that when we finish this program, which I believe is on the 11th of December, and you move into Christmas and the New Year, you're going to have a plan for 2021 like nobody's business. You're going to be able to look back at 2020 and say, of all the things that happened in this world, I I develop these tools of meditation, of a fitness routine, of healthy eating, are now part of my psyche, part of my DNA, part of who I am. And that is going to give you so much energy and vitality to be able to go out into the world and do whatever that you do, whatever it is that you do, with purpose and with passion and with love, because you've learned to radically love and accept yourself for who you are. I did forget one thing that is also part of this, is that we meet once a week. Right now it's looking like a Wednesday at lunchtime. It's called our Sacred Lunchtime Circle, where we will meet at lunchtime as a collective, as a group, and we will meditate together, and then we'll have a chance to just share what's going on with us, be able to ask questions, for me to give a special teaching of the week. So every week will be themed. The meditation will be themed, and what I teach on that day will go into a little bit more in depth in that teaching, whether it's on nutrition or meditation or the benefits of being in nature or sleep or whatever it is that is a theme of that week. So my friends, this is the program, Shakti at Home. Earth, water, fire. It's 12 weeks. The cost is $4.95 a month. You will be enrolled in auto pay, so your credit card will be charged at the end of every month, full disclosure here. Or you can pay the full amount, $1,200.95, I think it is. I should know this in my head, right? Upfront, and you get an amazing discount that way. I think it's a 15% discount. And the first 5 people that sign up, you get a free one-on-one consultation with me, where I will just help you to personalize this program. So if there's a particular issue you're struggling with, or an addiction, or anything at all, that I can help you sort of guide you a little bit more deeply as you use this program, how to even get more out of it for whatever particular struggle that you're dealing with. And trust me, we all have our struggles. Every single one of us has our struggles. So I want to be able to offer that to you, that you can get that if you sign up in full. The first 5 people sign up, and I think there's 1 or 2 more spots of that left. So I love you so much. I'm going to have to hop off. If there are any questions, please let me know. And I would love if you could do me a favor, that if I really know that this program is here to serve us at this time, because so many of us are suffering, and I feel particularly drawn today to the young people who maybe have graduated from college with all these hopes and dreams about this next stage in their life, and they can't even get a job, and they're 20-something years old, and they've found themselves back at home with their parents. And it's hard, I'm witnessing this right now with some of my nieces and nephews here who had such great plans for this year, and now they're living at home and everything is so upside down. They need these tools. If you know stay-at-home moms who are just getting insane and have lost they're losing themselves in this stay-at-home mom thing, or somebody that has lost their job or their business because of COVID. Oh my God, just even there's so many things that you think about every day. Oh my God, this person, I know I have a friend here who had a very successful dry cleaning business. He's closing it down. Who would have ever thought that dry cleaning is no longer a thing because nobody has suits and shirts and ties and things to be dry cleaned? He's lost his business. If you know people that are struggling, yes, this is an investment, but it's an investment to give you the tools to be able to go back, to face this reality with strength and with vitality, and be able to see different opportunities and different ways of being that you can show up in the world. So I'll just put my glasses on quickly. Chevy, so looking forward to this. Feel like I'm in a spiraling rut. It'll be so nice to move the energy. Oh my God. Chevy, we're going to move so much energy. You've been on my programs before. You know this. It's about moving. It's stirring up the pot. It is moving the body. It is shifting the energy. It is elevating the consciousness. And most of all, it's this beautiful community of like-minded souls. And one of the things too, before I hop off, is that in this program, you get an accountability partner. You get someone who you have to account to every day. Even if it's just one line on your WhatsApp, hey, today my action plan is so and so. Today I'm going to cook a meal for myself. Having an accountability partner. And Chevy, you know the beauty and the power of this because you are on a future self program with accountability partners, and you know how powerful that is to show up for somebody every day and just be accountable and to be also motivated to somebody else keeps you accountable. So I love you all. I'm going to hop off onto another call with my son and his online school. God bless you. Thank you for being here. If you want to find out more, just click this green button. And remember, if you sign up today, you get a free one-on-one with me. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And sometime today, reconnect with that beautiful goddess future self.